Welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is the Mayastar Podcast. I teach energy healing courses online through Mayastar Academy, share spiritual guidance and mystical musings on the Maya Muses blog, and provide healing, ritual, and spellcasting services as a starseeded shaman and professional witch. Stay up to date or join the Mayastar Soul Tribe on the Mayastar Buy Me a Coffee page. Links and information can be found in the description box below. Today is episode 63 of the Mayastar Podcast, and I'm drawing from the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. Today we'll be covering shamanic energy healing, connecting with your wild spirit, and awakening the spiritual gifts of the ancients. As usual, I have a tendency to go off script and let my intuition guide me, so we'll be meandering around these topics and pursuing the scenic route to enlightenment. If this sounds interesting to you, stick around and while away some time with me as we explore these things together. So sit back, relax your shoulders, take a sip of chamomile tea, exhale deeply, and let's explore awakening the wild spirit, exploring shamanic energy healing and earth-based magic. Shamanic energy healing is a path of wisdom that reconnects us with the rhythms of nature, the language of the soul, and the sacredness woven into the routines of everyday life. It is a practice that invites us to become more present, more attuned, and more awake to the mystery of our existence and experience. In today's fast-paced world, more people are being called to this ancient way of being, to walk between the worlds as modern-day shamans, healers, and guardians of the earth. As technology and progress keeps us tied up in perpetual loops of mental activity, our need to connect with our roots and find our grounding is all the more prominent. And exploring our shamanic gifts can be a great way to discover the practices that served our ancestors in ages past. Bringing some wildness into our domesticated lives might be just what the witch doctor ordered. So what is a shaman? A shaman is a spiritual practitioner who enters altered states of consciousness to access different planes of reality for healing, insight, and guidance. The word shaman is associated with Siberian practices of native, nature-based religion. But similar roles exist in countless cultures throughout history. These ancient practices survive all over the world, and even as those practices continue to evolve to incorporate modern philosophies, understandings, and rituals, the power that they tap into is ancient and profound. Though terminology and techniques vary across different paradigms, the essence of the shamanic role remains the same: to serve as a bridge between the visible and invisible worlds, to travel spiritually on behalf of others, to interpret signs from nature and the spirit realms, to restore harmony where imbalance has taken root. Shamans offer healing and share wisdom, but for a true shaman, this is a full-time service to the universe. They embody the shaman, they live it as part of their daily lives, and every part of their lives becomes part of that sacred practice. Through ritual, ceremony, and connection with the soul of the earth and the spirits of nature, they act as a vessel for divine intelligence. They see beyond the surface symptoms to the energetic root of disease, and work to restore wholeness and balance at the level of the soul. What does a shaman do? The shaman's work is as diverse as the spirits they commune with. Traditionally, shamans may perform soul retrievals for those who have suffered trauma, drawing back energy and power from the places it was lost, such as with the Bringing Moon Soul Retrieval 30-day ritual intensive that I provide through the Magical website. They may offer energy clearing for people, animals, or land to banish baneful influences, negative frequencies, and to repel psychic attack, such as with the Killing Moon Karmic Reversal 30-day ritual intensive, again a ritual that I provide through the Magical website. They may guide others through personal initiations and rites of passage, holding space for people to navigate their own trials and find empowerment through them. They may interpret dreams, omens, and messages from nature, or journey to the spirit world to seek healing, guidance, or lost information through path working or vision questing, developing skills in astral travel and lucid dreaming. And they may act as stewards for their communities, maintaining energetic and spiritual balance. In the modern world, these practices evolve to resonate with the times and to utilize modern technology, but the core intention and the importance of the shamanic way of life remains. Whether performing a distance healing session or raising power and weaving light into ritual work, the shamanic path honors the sacred in all things. What is shamanic energy healing? Shamanic energy healing is a form of spiritual practice that focuses on shifting and restoring the energy body, not just of the individual, but of the land, the home, and the soul's wider connections. It may involve channeled energy, mystical symbols, spirit allies, sound healing, breath work, sacred movement, or meditative journeying. Shamanic healers often work with nature-based elements such as fire, water, plants, crystals, stones, feathers, or bones as tools to connect with spirit. For a shaman, these things are not just objects, they are spiritual allies and carriers of energy and wisdom in their own right. Shamanic work is deeply intuitive and often guided by messages received during trance states or dream work. Shamans have to keep their mind and consciousness open to receiving this guidance, while maintaining their grounding in the physical world. in order for those messages to take root and establish changes in the temporal realms. One of the most powerful aspects of shamanic healing is that it empowers the practitioner and the recipient to reclaim their own spiritual sovereignty. It clears away energetic debris, helps to release trauma held in the body, and restores the natural flow of life force energy throughout the system. When you practice shamanic healing for another person, you receive some of that energy yourself and maintain your openness to the energies of the universe that you connect with. It's a state of communion with the universe that develops into a continuous and deep relationship. How to become a shaman. Becoming a shaman isn't about adopting a title or following a rigid set of rules. Performative shamanism is about ego, not spirituality. True shamanism is about a deep, lifelong commitment to healing, to learning, and to walking the world with reverence and wonder. The path is personal, and each shaman's journey is unique. Our service to the community can take many forms. The shaman who spends time sending healing to the trees around their home is serving the community in ways that aren't recognized, but their work is devotional and meaningful. The shaman who works as a hospice nurse and offers patients calm support and practical help through modern medicine is fulfilling an ancient archetypal role. They might not consider themselves a shaman, but their service could be seen as a modern iteration of an ancient and essential role. Traditionally, becoming a shaman involved being chosen by the spirits, often through illness, visions, or a near-death experience. In my own case, my epilepsy was a gateway into the mysteries. But in modern times, the call to shamanic practice may come in gentler ways, through a growing sensitivity to energy, a longing for deeper connection with nature, or a series of spiritual awakenings that reveal your life's true path. You don't have to travel to distant lands to study with indigenous elders, although if the opportunity arises, it can be a powerful experience. Many authentic systems of shamanic energy healing are available for distance attunement and study. For instance, the One Spirit Shamanic Energy Healing course offers a grounded and powerful introduction to working with earth-based energy currents in a spiritually responsible way. As you walk this path, your practice will deepen over time. You'll learn to listen to the whisper of the wind, the patterns of the stars, the wisdom in the stones and bones and branches. You'll learn to honor your intuition and trust your connection to the invisible realms. How to upgrade your cacao ceremony, nature walks, and grounding meditations with shamanic energy healing. Cacao ceremonies, forest bathing, salutations to the sun, grounding meditations, and mindful walks in nature are all beautiful ways to connect with the sacred in your daily life. But when you integrate shamanic energy healing into these practices, they become portals for transformation. Before your next cacao ceremony or yoga practice, you might call in the energy of a sacred, earth-based modality to enhance your routines and awaken your inner shaman. Let the energy surround you like a protective cocoon as you sip your cacao with intention, focusing on connecting with the heart of the earth and the wisdom of your ancestors. When walking the dog or tending to your garden, you might choose to connect with a shamanic energy healing practice, allowing yourself to commune with the trees and plants you encounter in your chores. Shamanism is about recognizing that everything you do, even the mundane, can become magical when done in a state of reverence. If you can recognize the sacred and divine in the world around you, everything you do in this world becomes a spiritual experience. Here are some energy healing systems that can help you to create these energetic bridges between the sacred and the everyday. 1. Spirit, shamanic energy healing. This modality helps you to connect with nature spirits, discover your totems and guides, and learn to recognize the sacredness of the world around you. Animal medicine empowerments. Unlock the energy of different power animals in your spiritual practice. By aligning with different energies, you can awaken new gifts of healing, intuition, courage, confidence, and freedom. The Earth Energy Boost Ascension Gateway Upgrade. Activate higher consciousness and learn to manifest high-frequency energies by keeping yourself deeply connected to the earth, grounded, and naturally spiritually protected. The Magical Shaman Lightworker Program. Awaken your inner shaman by learning to clear attachments, work with sacred herbs, unlock your power with a magical name, and use guided meditations to help you to connect with your spirit allies. Amadeus Shamanic Healing. A system of natural healing from the Guarani tribes of the Amazon. This method includes techniques for past life recall, support in spirit transitions of birth and death, and methods to heal yourself or others and protect your energetic environment. Working with these energies regularly can help you to ground, center yourself, and reconnect to the living soul of the planet. They remind us that healing doesn't have to be dramatic or distant. It can be as simple as sitting beneath a tree with an open heart. Shamanism as a daily devotional practice. The shaman's way isn't separate from daily life. It is a way of living within it more consciously. Every moment becomes a prayer. Every action becomes a ceremony. Routines become rituals, and the sacredness of the material world is recognized. Try beginning your day by placing your feet on the bare earth in the light of the rising sun and offering gratitude to the elements. Call upon your spirit allies, perhaps a power animal, a guiding ancestor, or the spirit of a sacred tree. Ask them to walk with you that day and help you to stay grounded in love and purpose. At night, you might meditate with a feather or a stone, placing your hands on your heart and asking what needs healing and what needs to be let go of. You may receive impressions, images, or simply a sense of calm. That is enough. That is shamanism in action. Trust in the power of nature and the divinity that underpins it to guide your every step. When you bring shamanic energy healing into your spiritual toolkit, you begin to experience the world differently. You start to see the magic shimmering just beneath the surface. You begin to perceive how things are connected and how you are a part of that connection. You feel in your heart how your energy is never separate from the earth beneath you or the stars above. Waking up to this essential truth can feel like coming home. The path of the shaman is a spiritual calling, but more than just a calling to a spiritual practice. It is a call to return to the truth of who you are, to embody the fullness of your soul, and to express the timeless wisdom of the universe in your own life. If this episode resonated with you and you feel called to explore these energies more deeply, you'll find a wide range of distance attunement courses, including those mentioned in this episode, by visiting my website at mayastar.net. I offer full support for your healing journey, and attunements are sent using the Orb of Life method, which allows you to receive them wherever you are in the world. You can also explore the latest spiritual guidance, articles, and daily energy updates exclusively on the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. And if you'd like to support my work or join the Mayastar Soul Tribe community, you'll find a link for the Mayastar Buy Me a Coffee page in the description box below. The Mayastar Soul Tribe members hold a special place in my heart, so a big thank you and my brightest blessings to our Soul Tribe members, and thank you to all who like, share, subscribe or comment on these episodes. Your engagement helps this podcast get recommended to people who will find inspiration in my words. Wishing you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessing.